Hello everyone, this is Diane. I went to an estate sale this morning and found a few things, not a whole lot, but that's fine. I didn't want to bring home a whole lot, but I thought you'd like to see what I found. And then I'm going to get back to work on my strawberry journal. So the first thing I got was some paper. I didn't really need this gray parchment. I have some gray parchment already, but it was with these other things that I did like. Oops, sorry. This is resume paper, and there's not a lot left, but it's kind of a rose color, and it's just got a nice look to it. I always love that kind of paper. And this one is white linen paper. There's a little bit more in that one, and these papers are expensive if you buy them in the stores. And it does have a little bit of a texture to it, so I love that. So that was the first fun find. I got these two sewing machine drawers, wooden drawers that used to be in an antique sewing machine table. So I will clean them up and use them to store some of my supplies. I wonder if my library pockets will fit in here. Yes. See, I just have these library pockets and library cards in this cheap little fabric thing. So yeah, I like to find interesting and pretty containers for my things if I have room for them. I don't have a lot of shelves in my room, so it's kind of difficult to, have a lot of pretty things in here. Well, I got some cards. I didn't really want all of these cards, but I'm going to go through them and see what's there. I might keep some, but these cards I love. This is Hi-Fi Greetings, and I don't know how old it is. They're not old, but look how fun these are. You can count on me. It says 2013 on this. Hello. Previously unreleased acoustic version. P.S. I love you. Keep on rockin'. Wish you were here. Celebrate. Party. Bounce back. Get well soon remix. Hey you. With all my love. Thank you for being you. And thank you extended version. And there are some stickers. That's fun. And look at the envelopes. See, I didn't even investigate further. I saw the card on top and I just took the box. This is great because it looks like, the envelopes that the records used to come in, and then you can put this sticker in the middle of it. That's really cool. Got some different patterns here. They're quite big, so these will have to be used in my larger journals. But I am so happy with them. I love them. I've never seen anything like that. What a cool idea. Then, of course, the Dick and Jane cards caught my eye. I didn't pay the prices that you're seeing here. She gave me quoted one price for everything that I had, which was better than what these prices are. But this is some Dick and Jane greeting cards. They're just blank inside, I believe. So note cards, yeah. Got that one. These are also quite big. And climbing a tree to get the cat down. There's 4 of each, so they might all be there. It doesn't say how many were supposed to be in the box. Oh, it says 20, so they're not all there. But I have a dozen, right? No, I have 16. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm very happy with them. I've got more than that because there are 5 of that one. So I have 17 out of 20 cards. Not bad. I have a couple books to show you. They didn't have a lot of books, and I'm pickier about the books I bring home. So these are some special books. So I'm just going to quickly look through these, just kind of, flip through, and I'll go through them more carefully afterwards to see what I want to keep. Just want to see what's here. So it's all divided up nicely. This is thank you cards. Look at that one, looks like a file folder. Huh, I like that. So I could just cover those things and use that card. That one's really cute. Yeah, I think I will use some of these. Anniversary, birthday. A lot of them I won't use. I can bundle them up and take them to the Salvation Army. I'll be going there soon. Get well. Sympathy. There's a pack of thank you cards. Looks like a schoolroom. Thinking of you. I think they're kind of mixed up. Maybe someone was looking through them. And then just another pile of cards in the back here. Nothing vintage. I don't think there's anything I would put in my shop. I'll just take them to Salvation Army. The ones that I don't want. Oh, look at that one. It's adorable. So the books that I got are these 2 books. Seashells of the World. It's pretty grungy on the cover, but if I can clean that up, that would make a nice little journal. I had a Seashells of the World book, but it was smaller and it was paperback. It was like one of those golden field guides. This is nature guide. This is a golden nature guide, but this is bigger, and it was from a school. I like that. And so it just has pictures of seashells. Which will come in handy very soon. So I was happy to find that. And then this one is North American Wildlife with a chipmunk on the front. And I think I had this book, and I know it was a different color. It was brown. I remember the chipmunk, but it seemed like it was bigger. But I may be thinking of a different book that was bigger. Let me see the date on this. $1982. But it's all falling apart. It's got animals and sea life and birds. Reptiles, amphibians, fish, mollusks, insects, trees. Beautiful. Shrubs, wildflowers. This is what I opened it to, one of these flower pages. So I didn't look any further. I just put it in my pile. And I had told my daughter, we walked. It was near her house. It was 3/4 of a mile from her house. So I parked at her house and we walked. She used to live on that street, actually. We walked to the sale. And I told her, you know, I wanted to go for a walk, so I said, this will be great unless I buy books, which I shouldn't buy anyway, because we'd have to carry them home. And when she saw that I had a book, she said, you bought a book? And I said, yes, but, and I pulled it out and opened it up to flowers, and she's like, oh, okay. It was fine. Lots of pretty flowers in here. And mushrooms. Isn't that a great book? So if you are looking for something like this, it is Reader's Digest North American Wildlife. And that's what I got. So now I'm going to just turn my attention to some strawberry journals. I might as well just keep the video going, I guess. I've been working on them. I was up, couldn't sleep again last night, so I was up working on these till 1 o'clock, and then I did some more work this morning. What I'm doing right now is just preparing things to take over to the sewing machine. I did sewing machine stuff on this one this morning. So this I think I'm going to add this pocket, make this into a pocket. It mimics this page. This is all printed on here. And this is the same pattern, but it's plain. So I'm going to put a pocket here and tuck that in, and then put a pocket here. It'll slightly overlap, and hopefully get that in. If not, if that won't fit, once it's sewn down, then I can just make a narrower tag to put in there. But this has to go to my sewing machine. I have some other things already prepared to go to my sewing machine. So here, I'm just getting some other things ready so I can just take everything over there and take care of it. So I was thinking about, this is from a children's book, I was thinking about putting him on a pocket and putting that on this page. Let's do it. We had a nice walk. It was cool-ish when we left. But it really didn't take me long to take my little sweater off. And my daughter even took her jacket off because she was standing outside in the sun waiting for me. She went in. She's not into the estate sales, but she went in with me for a short bit. It was a small house and there were quite a few people in there. And I wasn't in there long, but I had to wait for a bit for someone to come and tell me how much I owed and take my money. But she stood out there in the sun and ended up having to take her jacket off. She tends to be much colder than me. She does not like to be cold, and I do not like to be hot. We are compatible in all ways except that. So it was a very pleasant walk. And then she and her husband both had the day off today, and we all went to breakfast after our walk, which was very nice. I don't get to go out for breakfast very often. I'm going to round the corners on this because I like the look of rounded corners on the top of a bucket like that. And I think I will do a little notch. And I think I will even do a little inking on this one. I'm not inking for aging in this journal, but I just want to accent the edges of this. I guess I like to do that when the card is a solid color. I just think it needs more, I think. It has taken a long time for the chill to go away here. It's just been, I think it has stayed colder longer. Cooler, not cold, but, well, it was in the 30s and 40s. I think it got down into the 40s the last couple of nights, and before that it was getting down into the 30s, so it's getting cold at night. And there was some frost on, very, very light frost on the cars in the morning sometimes. But it's not usually like that this late in the year. But I think we are finally getting to where it's going to stay warm. And I don't mind that it took a while, because like I said, I don't like hot. Well, I don't know what I'll put in here. I have plenty of options. I have index cards, recipe cards, and these kind of recipe cards, and some strawberry shortcake cards, so I'll figure that out later. I have this pocket that needs to be used also somewhere. And I think I will just glue this one down instead of sewing it, because I have red thread in my machine, and I guess I don't want red on this green card. It would be alright, but I'm okay with gluing this one down. Everything doesn't have to be sewn. I am going to add some tabs on the ends, fabric and ribbon and lace tabs, maybe even some pom-pom. I think I want to put pom-poms in this journal. Okay, what have we got here? That page, and a book page, and a scrapbook page with a pocket. I think this page is supposed to go next. Have little strawberries stamped in the corner there. Something all messed up. I don't know which signature got messed up. So here I am going to put a journaling spot. Oops, sorry. I have a cute little notebook that I got probably at a flea market. Notes for our babysitter, and it's cute. It has pink paper. So because it has pink paper, that's what I'm going to use. I used it in one of the other signatures. I had done my ephemera while I was still working on the everyday journals, so that is helping this journal move along more quickly. I had made library pockets and some tags already. I've done some decoupage. And now I just want to put a little embellishment down here. Got a few things up here. Maybe just bless my garden. This little envelope used to have my vintage strawberry. Oh, nope, they're in a different envelope. I have two of those So that will go in this journal, one of them, and then I'll save the other one for another journal, another strawberry journal. Got these little, just this little green digital piece and a green vintage postage stamp that I can use as an embellishment. Oh, here it is. I'll have to do some more strawberry stamping, because this is all I have left of the embellishments that I already stamped, including, oh, this one too, including the bigger piece, slightly bigger piece. Okay, and then we have, well, where does this go? Oh well, I'm just going to keep going. There's a card, and I don't have anything on those pages yet, so I can just leave that for you to glue things on or come back later and add something. I love this pink and white flowered paper. It's from a like a calendar book, but it's so pretty. I thought the color was perfect, and it's great for journaling on. Now this is for frosty dessert mix, so I guess it's sort of like homemade ice cream, but it has strawberries on top. But I want to cover some of it. I need to reinforce that because it is vintage paper. I'm just going to take a strip of a not very heavy paper, just something not too stiff, so I can reinforce that. I think I need to change my cutter blade. I don't like to fold the strip before I glue it down, although that would be easier, but I can never match the fold up perfectly, and then it causes problems. So I always glue it down flat, and then when the glue is dry, I will fold the paper where it was folded before. So I think this is the only side that needs to stay the way it is. I can cover up the rest if I want to. So here, I would like to use one of these strawberries from my catalog, vintage strawberry catalog. I love that. That'll make a great side pocket, but this page is smaller. Oh, there's another leaf I can use. All right, what else? Is that all I have left? Nope, I've got more. I had a ton of these things. Yep, I'm finding more. Okay, so that's fine. Just what we want here. That one's too big. That one is cute. I would put something else on the background here. That one is too big. Maybe I'll put that up there. That's too big. It's a little bit too big. This is the only one with a basket that is small enough, but it doesn't have to be one with a basket. It could be just a couple of strawberries. I have some fly leaves from books that I like to use because I just like the texture of the papers, and this is a great color, so I'm going to use this here. And I'll just cut it a little bit shorter. And for under here, I'll choose a paper. I used this one in the other book, but I like it. I just like that striking green with the red on it. Oh, how about this one? That would work. I think we'll just go with that. And I'll need another paper over here, maybe this one. Oh, I'm putting this away and I'm going to need it. Making a mess again. may have to cover up a notch in this paper. Yeah, because it won't be covered by that. I could just put that there. But I don't really want it right to the edge. So I'm just going to put a little patch there, because that's fun to do too. Just adds more interest to the page. Got some little bits here. There's a little bit I can use. Don't want the same one. Oh, look at that. Have to use that somewhere. Okay, let's start gluing stuff down. Maybe I could just use a piece of doily. I've got some doilies in here, I just have to remember where I put them. Not seeing them. I think it would look better with green. More of a contrast. Not a very bright green, but doesn't need to be shouting at us that we have a patch here. Okay, that works. I'm going to stamp on this. I had my estate sale stuff sitting on my tray next to me where my stamps are. And I moved it only to find that my stamp and ink pad were still on my table here, which defeats the purpose of having the tray there to keep extra things out of my way. So I just have this little corner stamp. Now it's going on my tray. I'm going to go ahead and fold. No, I'm not doing it upside down. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and fold this paper again very carefully, because where the edge of the paper is now, the fragile paper could want to tear against that. I think I'll just put a little washi tape down there. This is an old one. This is one of the oldest washi tapes that I have, but I love it. Isn't that cool? Got it stuck on itself. Better hurry up if I want to do this page before my time is up today. Oops, this first. This will give you some journaling space on this page. You have to just journal around the strawberry vine. It's not really a vine, it's a stem, but it looks very viney. So I didn't ask you, if you are still watching, if you just came to watch my estate sale haul, you may have gone away, but I didn't ask you what your favorite item was from my estate sale. I think I have 3 favorites. The North American Wildlife book, 4 favorites. The Seashell book, and the Dick and Jane cards, and the record cards. Those are my favorite things. But I also had the sewing machine drawers and the Strathmore papers. And the other box of cards. Is that it? I think that's about all I got. Yep. Just enough. Just enough to make me happy. So this is going to require a little bit more work because I need to reinforce that. um, don't I have a green scrapbook paper? I think I could use that one. In this book, I used the red check. It doesn't belong there. And I folded, it's thinner paper, so I folded the top edge over to reinforce it. So that's what I will do here. So I'll cut it with some room for folding. Trying to remember to put my tools away so they don't get buried by paper and I'm always searching for them. If I folded this end over, I'd end up with a white at the top, and I want color. I don't want white. So I'm going to fold this end over. I also, on this one, forgot that I had folded the edge over. And when I came back to it, I punched that. So when I sewed the flap down, I just had to stop my stitching. I could have just, glued it down. But I like the look of the red thread on it. So, to remain consistent, I am going to punch this one and do the same thing. I think I'll punch it over on this side. That's gonna be okay. I don't want to go down into the white. I want it all to be green at the top. Yeah, I did the right side. I'm glad you're hanging out with me today. I like the company. I like to read your comments. I try to respond by liking, loving your comments. I don't always respond, type out an answer, but I read them all, and I do thumbs up or heart them, and it's nice to know that you're out there, you're watching, you're enjoying. I love your comments, so keep them coming. This one could be the tag in here, and this has its own pocket, so I have to sew that on also. So that could be the tag in there, and then there'll be another tag inside of that. I have these mason jars that came with the kit. That might be a little wide after I sew that on, but we'll try it. I think that looks cute in there. So all of these can be paper clipped here. We're doing all this decorating on this one page so that I can have that bowl of ice cream with strawberries on top. And I am going to add something on this side of the page too. But I think I want it to be something you can journal on. Just something generic. It doesn't have to be strawberry. I might have to go elsewhere to look for it, so I'm not going to worry about that because we're about out of time. I just have this plain cream colored paper. I could embellish that. So I'll figure something else out to add to this, a strip of paper, or maybe I could cut another one of these, maybe in green, because I'm using an awful lot of red. So we'll have something else on here when next time you see it. And I am going to keep on, I'm going to turn the camera off, but I'm going to keep on crafting, and I will see you in the next video. I hope you're having a creative day today. Bye-bye.